Well, welcome everyone. Good evening. I'm excited that you're all here, and good morning, right? We have international folks from around the world, some people from Australia tuning in to learn about this new science that we're going to talk about today. Hopefully, you're settled in and you're ready to hear about something exciting that I learned about 10 years ago. So my name is Maria Williams, and 10 years ago, actually 13 years ago, I got the scariest health scare of my life. And that put me on this wellness journey where I wanted to do everything I could to get my body back into control and look at wellness, right? Not just, we have a sick care system. When you're sick, it takes care of you. So I was really interested in wellness. How could I heal my body? What could I do? So I started learning, reading and learning. And then the bad economy happened, right? Right around 2008, 2009. And we lived in Massachusetts at the time. And so my husband's job got eliminated and we moved here all the way across to Arizona. But I will tell you, at the time I was, disappointed, moving away from my family, moving my whole family. It's never easy to move your family. We had two boys our boys were 9 and 11 at the time. But when God closes one door, He opens up another. And this was the best move of our life. It was the best bad thing that happened in our married life, that we had to move, because it's how I found out about this company, this science, and these products, and they have been life-changing for me. So I'm excited to share today and educate you on what is activation, NRF2 activation, NRF1 activation, just what is activating your body, what is flipping the switch and getting your body into control and having your body be able to heal itself. That's what we're going to talk about today. And we're backed by science, which I love, because it isn't just me telling you this. You can go and look up the science yourself, and I'll point you in directions and what to kind of look up and in a second when we get this rolling. But what I want to do is I'm going to share my screen here, because I'm going to use a PowerPoint because I think it's very helpful. Oh, wait a minute. I think I didn't share the screen. I think I just clicked on it. Hold on. Oh, how do I get out of here now? Sorry. 1 second. It's thinking. Oh, I should have never pressed the button. Now it's not responding. It's a very big file. Oh, it's saving. Oh, hang on with me. Sorry. Technology, never fails. Something happens, but as long as you can be patient for 30 seconds while this is trying to save this file here. Oh, goodness. Hey, Jody, I know you're on. Can you see the PowerPoint? No, yeah, right. Okay, I opened the PowerPoint before I saved it, before I started to share, and now I'm stuck in a loop here. All right, thank you, Jody. I'm glad someone has my back out here. Oh, goodness gracious, and it's spinning. Come on. Oh, sorry, folks. Yeah, you take the wrong sequence on here and it messes it all up. But I do want you to see the PowerPoint because there's some great visuals here. Oh, goodness, how it's taken forever. Come on, PowerPoint. All right, let me see if I can just try to get out of the whole thing. Okay. I'm going to try this again. Stop sharing. Okay, we're back here again. Let me try this again and do it the right way. Okay, this isn't what I want to share, but this isn't cooperating with me tonight. Okay, I think I got it. Jody, can you see it now? I know my friend Jody's out there. I'm hoping you can see the PowerPoint. Oh, yes. All right. Hooray. Great. Technology. Sorry, everybody. No matter how many times I've done this and practiced this and do this, there's always a little glitch that happens, but you know, that's life. That's okay. Name of our company is Lifevantage. And like I said, I've been with them for 10 years. I'm going to give you the disclosures here. Everyone's results is, you know, unique and different because all of our bodies are unique and different, right? So we all have, you know, different results with these products and all of this. And as I talk about these products and the business side of it too, you know, we all have different results. So just want to put that out there for everyone. But what we're going to be talking about, what I'm excited about, is flipping the switch, right? Flipping the switches in our body so we can feel better and do more, right? Who doesn't want to feel better? But what is happening inside of our bodies, unfortunately, is that we're being hijacked by the food, right? Heavy metals, minerals, pesticides, our environment, right? Sun damage, household cleaners that are full of toxins, beauty products. You know, personally, relationships, you know, there's a lot of stress going on right now in the world. Poor sleeping, inactivity, overwork, smoking, alcohol, and technology, right? Too much overstimulation, too many EMFs kind of bombarding our bodies. You know, we are getting hijacked every day by these things. And did you know that since the Industrial Revolution, 85,000 new chemicals have been introduced into the world, right? And these are chemicals that our bodies don't do good, right? And what happens is that we are dimming the lights. We're dimming these lights in our bodies because of all these things that we're being bombarded. Even though we try our best, but we're still dimming the lights inside of our bodies. Even the PowerPoint is slow today. So what does it feel like when the lights are dimming, right, inside our body? Well, it feels like this. We've got a decreased immune system, right? And everybody's talking about how important it is for us to have a strong immune system. You know, you get brain fog, you get sluggish, you're tired, you don't have even, you know, depressed and anxiety and feeling down, lack of motivation, increased stress, fatigue. These are all the things that we start to kind of feel, right? When, you know, our body is not functioning the way it's supposed to function. What's really happening inside of our bodies, it's three things that are happening that are dimming the lights. It's oxidative stress, mitochondria decline, and a decline of sirtuin activity. So I'm going to explain what this is to you using a car analogy, right? So if I have a car and the car is really rusty, the engine's rusty, the car's rusty, the car's not going to run, right? That rust is comparable to oxidative stress. Oxidation, right, is occurring on the metal. If I take an apple and I cut it in half and put it on the counter, it's going to start to brown, right? Bananas, you put them out there like a day and they start to brown. Well, what's happening is oxidation again. That same chemical reaction is what happens inside of our cells. And then when thinking of the car, when the engine is all rusty, it's not going to run, right? You got to get rid of the rust, which you get rid of the oxidative stress in the engine, and then you got to get that engine to run. The engine inside of our cells is equivalent to the mitochondria. It's what gives us energy, right? So if the engine isn't running, that car isn't moving. And then you have the electrical system, right? That's the sirtuin activity within our body. All the other, you know, it's a set of proteins within our body, but think of it in the car as the electrical system, right? It helps the windows go up and down, the windshield wipers, right? The rest of the car kind of function, GPS and all of that. Well, what's happening is all these things are dimming, right? The light is dimming in our body, and these three factors are affecting our bodies. Now, science has already discovered that our genes contain the abilities to keep our bodies healthy. But the idea is you've got to turn these switches on. You've got to flip the switch. So if there was a way for us to flip the switch and turn these things back on, would you want to know about it? Well, I said, yes, of course I want to know about it. At least I want to be informed. Whatever you do with it, it's up to you, but at least be informed of what this potentially is, right? So oxidative stress, what I was talking about, it damages the integrity of the cell. He bites the apple and look at what's happening to the apple. It's starting to brown. brown. That is what happens inside of our bodies, inside of our cells, right? When we're younger, we have lots of these antioxidants in our bodies, but as we age, this antioxidant activity starts to slow down, and then you get a lot of oxidative stress. So you're creating this imbalance inside of your body, and your body's always trying to fight to stay in balance. Your body always wants to get in balance because that's where it functions the best. So we have to address this oxidative stress because it is a very big problem. So one way to address it is to flick a switch, turn on the switch with the NRF2 activation. 5 plant ingredients all put together synergistically that turn on this protein that's called NRF2. And our product, our flagship product, Protandim, can activate this NRF2, which will reduce the oxidative stress in our body by 40%. How important is this? Well, let me tell you how important it is that ABC Primetime came in and did an investigative report on this company and on this product because of this oxidative stress. And I'm just going to show you a little piece of it. So just follow along and watch a little section of this. And they came in to debunk this company and they couldn't. So I love what's shown.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment. For me, it begins with a blood test.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing. The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes 2 antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment. It's called Protandim, and tests have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But taking just 1 pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. So, just what's in this seemingly incredible pill? Well, actually, its roots are very humble. Protandim is a combination of 5 plant ingredients. Some you may know: green tea or turmeric, a spice used in Indian cooking. Others, Withania somnifera and Silybum marianum, are more exotic. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma, all of these, strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes.
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically. Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after. Have we turned back the clock? Maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
We do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. And I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
Exactly. I didn't want to wait till I was 80 to find out. So thank goodness that I found out when I moved here to Arizona 10 years ago. Every time I watch that ABC, I still get blown away because of, what they say about oxidative stress and how important it is to reduce oxidative stress within your body. And our product can reduce it by 40% in 30 days and would continue to use up to 70%. That is huge. This is how big, not only did, ABC thought it was so huge that they did a full feature on it, could not debunk it, right? You saw how John Quinones gives his blood, and his own oxidative stress has reduced in 2 weeks by 45%. But there are universities that saw that ABC when they aired, and they started doing tons and tons of research on this. In Washington State University, this is what it says about NRF2. NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. That is huge, right? And nobody knows about this, right? You're probably hearing about this from the first time because some friend, someone who cared enough about you, concerned about maybe what was going on in your life, wanted to share this with you. That's what happened to me, is I had someone that wanted to share it with me. And I thank God every day, my neighbor came over and shared this with me, because look, what's happening inside of our bodies, this antioxidant protection that we have, these antioxidant enzymes, which is what controls the oxidative stress, is what reduces that oxidative stress within our body. When we hit around the age 20, it starts to decline. 20. So we're growing from the minute we're born until we're about 20, we're growing. Around age 20 is when our bodies actually start to age, right? I thought it was way older than that. But no, scientifically, it starts to age around the age of 20, that you start, and this antioxidant production starts to decline. But when you take Protandim, look at it. It actually goes back to the age when you were a baby, right? Even before 20. So that antioxidant production, it's like the factory, you flipped on the switch, right? The factory turns on and it starts making these antioxidant enzymes. That's a mouthful to get out. It starts to make all these enzymes, and it's these enzymes, right, that are in our body that are cleaning up the toxins out of our body, cleaning up our bodies, getting our cells in our body to work the way it's supposed to work. You know what? It's not the ingredients that are in Protandim that does all of this. It just turns on a switch in your body, that NRF2 switch. Turns on that switch, and it's your body that begins to do the cleanup and have you feel better and get healthier, right? And how, if you leave here, one thing I always stress is go look up oxidative stress. Go to pubmed.gov, type in Protandim. We have 26 peer-reviewed studies from Harvard Medical School, Virginia Commonwealth, Colorado, right? National Institute on Aging. We have a study, a 10-year study, to shows that our product was able to extend life on male mice, and they extrapolate that back to humans, right? So go look up oxidative stress, go look up Protandim, go really understand how bad, because I know the minute you really understand how bad oxidative stress is, you're going to want to get this in your body to reduce this bad culprit that we have inside of our bodies. So the scientists started to look at what other switches can we turn on. So they looked at mitochondrial health and the sirtuin activity, because there are 3 theories of aging, right? 3 things that happen as we age that kind of age our cells. One is that oxidative stress. So they started looking at the mitochondria, the engine of the cell. Just like a battery, it starts to run out of juice, right? As we get older. So what you want to do is flip that switch on. And how we did that was with NRF1 pathway. We activate this pathway with a set of 4 or 5 other different herbs. And these products are all natural. They're all whole foods. I always tell people, if you can eat any of the herbs that are there, if you can eat, food, then you can take this. It's a whole food, right? And when you activate this NRF1, it's nearly activated by 70%. So what does it do? It starts to repair your mitochondria, and it makes more mitochondria. So then the next thing we looked at, well, then it fills back up your battery when you get your mitochondria working it the way it's supposed to work. So then we looked at sirtuins. What happens with sirtuins is it's a molecule, it's these proteins in your body, and the job of these proteins is to degunk the cell, clean out the cell so it doesn't look rusty like this. But of course, as we age, it begins to rust again, right? So NAD is the pathway that we looked at. What turns on these sirtuins? Well, NAD does. So we took 4 whole plant ingredients, and this product, NAD Synergizer, can increase by 100% the sirtuin activity in 24 hours. As far as I know, that is unheard of. There's nothing like it on the market. None of our products, there's anything like them on the market that we can find. Even if there's another product that claims it's an NRF2 activator, find out how much oxidative stress does it reduce, because that is the key, right? Not all NRF2 activators are equal, right? You need to know how much of the oxidative stress is it reducing? How much of the mitochondria is it repairing? How much of the sirtuins is it activating in your body, right? Those are the 3 key questions to ask to really understand what you're taking. And that's why I love the science that's behind this product. So once you start taking this NAD, within 24 hours, it starts to clean out the cells, right? So you get all 3 of them, working together. What happens when you flip on all these 3 switches? It's like boom, right? It's like your body is on, what just happened, right? You get your energy back. I know for me, as I got my energy back, I get my mental clarity, my focus, just feeling looser. I can, I'm back to running and hiking. Just went to Sedona this weekend. And I know that 10 years ago, it wasn't going to happen, right? I just was not feeling right. I was tired, run down. Things were happening in my body. And now I just feel like the light switches have all been turned on. I feel amazing. I feel full of energy, full of vitality. That's the word I was looking for. In my body. So we did a study putting the 3 of them together in our body, right? So remember I said the NRF2 could reduce oxidative stress by 40%. Well, all 3 of them together, the tri-synergizers, right? Putting all 3 synergizers together increased it by 73%. Look at the second one, because that's an inflammatory marker, right? You can activate that inflammatory marker and that gene that controls inflammation, right? Then how it measures inflammation by 50%, right? Well, that gene is turned on by 838%. Like, just think of that, right? You've got all this gunk in your body, and 830%, this gene is turned on, and it's cleaning out. It's getting rid of that rust inside of your body, right? So you've got more flexibility, more mobility, more energy. You can feel better, and you can do more. And not just more work, you can do more of the things that you love to do, right? I have a grandmother that she's just happy that she can get on the floor and play with her grandkids, right? How cool is that? Something that she has energy to keep up and get on the floor and play with those kids and wrestle around with them, right? That's what we want. We want to have lives where we're feeling better, than when we have energy. So are you ready to flip on the switches? And this helps support your mood and your motivation. Yes, we all feel a lot happier when we feel good, right? It's just a natural thing. This helps support healthy longevity. I told you about the study that was done. It improves your mental focus and your concentration. My boys, well, one just graduated, but they were both in college. They love these products. They always take them before their tests. So their brains are just right on and cued on, right? The mental and physical energy, it helps support healthy inflammatory response and a healthy vascular system throughout your body. So those are our staple products, where this company began with these products. Now we took some of this science and we put it into other products, right? We put it into a Vitality Stack is just a combination of the NRF2, the NRF1, a ProBio, and an Omega. So you may take a probiotic, right? When we develop a product, we look at what's on the market and we raise the bar. We have raised the bar with this probiotic. I've taken probiotics for 20 some years, right? And this one is so much more exceptional because of a couple reasons, but one main reason, it's specially coded So it's protected and it passes the stomach acids and it gets into your gut, because 80% of our immune system starts in our gut. So we've got to have a healthy gut, right? Omega, we all know we need our omegas, and we need vitamin D. And you know what? Our omega has vitamin D already in it because they work better together. Axio is brain food, right? You even want more focus, more concentration, being able to really, concentrate. Then it's Axio, is what we've developed. Then we took that NRF2 science, we put it into weight management, we put it into skincare, we put it into hair care, and we put it into pet product, right? Where cats can take them too. It's a pet tandem, so for your pets, just gotta crush it up for the cats to be able to eat it. But so we've taken that science and we've put it kind of all over, right? The hair, so my hair is shiny and softer. I have very thick, curly, dry hair, and this conditioner is by far the best conditioner I've ever used in my whole entire life, and 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 almost zero toxins in it, right? If you go to the Think Dirty app and you put in our True Science skincare line and hair care line, it's from 0 to 1 and 2, and it goes from 0 to 12. 12 is cancerous stuff that you do not want to put on your body, in your hair, anywhere around you, because it's preservatives and things that are not good for your body. And ours are rated 0, 1, and 2. There's a little bit of preservative in there for the product, and that's what brings it up to a 1 or a 2. But the rest of it is all natural and healthy and good and green and clean for you. And all of our products are made that way. They're made with wellness in mind, right? They're wellness products made in a very healthy way, so it will work efficiently with your body and not against your body. So stories are always better when you share them, right? And so when I first heard about this, I definitely wanted to get these products inside of my body. But then my, neighbor told me there's also a business side to it. And at the time I had moved here, I hadn't worked for a year, because when I moved here, I said, I got to do something different. I worked 50, 60, 70 hours a week. I never saw my 2 boys growing up. And I said, life can't keep going on this way. My children are important, and I see them an hour or 2 a day. I'm missing out on so much, right? I missed out on my son's first steps, their first words. It was with a babysitter or a nanny, and it wasn't with me. So I didn't want that. When I get an opportunity to kind of get out of what I was doing, I was going to take that time to really figure out what was going to be my next step in life. And my husband was so supportive and said, nope, that's not a problem. You figure out what you want to do. And I said, I know what I don't want to do. I don't want to work 50, 60, 70 hours a week. And I want to be a mom, and I want to be around my kids. And I thank God every day that this came into my life as also a business, right? Because I've been able to build this business around my family's time when I want to build it. And it's a lap style lifestyle, a computer lifestyle. And I can do everything actually on my phone, because, having internet now and these phones are so powerful, I can build this whole business around the world just using my phone, right? As long as I've got internet and I can talk to people, and I can share this information. We've got people all over the world popping in and watching this presentation today, right? From Zoom, from this easy technology that we have. So this business is about sharing stories, sharing what we have our hands on. That's all it is. It's just sharing what you love. So I always tell people, if you can fall in love with these products, you can get passionate about these products, then you can go tell people about it. And the more people you tell, and they find people that they can tell, then this thing can actually start growing. And people right now are looking for, how can I make more money? And how can I make more money from home? People are looking for home-based businesses, things that they can, do from home, online businesses. This is a home-based business. It's an online business that you can do from home, right? You can do it. I've done it from the football field, from a swim meet, with my, being around my family and still being able to share the stories and share this information with people. So our company is a publicly traded company. It's 11 years old. We are debt free. Very few companies get to claim that they are debt free. We're out of Utah. We're publicly traded on NASDAQ. Our ticker symbol is LFVN, and go look at it, right? What I love about being a publicly traded company is you can go look at the good, the bad, the ugly, right? You can go look at where we were 10 years ago. I think it was $6 million in the red, right? And, you know, to where we are today, over $200 million company, debt free, right? Are we positioned right? You know, when you look at any type of business, look at the trend, okay? Someone came to you with a great idea that, hey, you know, we're gonna start selling CDs. I would tell you that's probably not a great idea, because most people, my computer does not even have a place for a CD, to put a CD in there anymore, right? So you've got to look at the trend. And what is the trend? Listen, before 2020, the trend was already wellness. Wellness has increased over 60% in the last year. And I'm going to give you a little hint why. It's because of us baby boomers, right? Us baby boomers, as we're getting older, we're kicking and screaming to old age. We don't want to be like our parents were. We don't want to feel like our parents were. We want to feel healthier. We want to be able to do more with our health and with our lives than our parents did, right? So that's why wellness is increasing so much. And then come 2020, there is nothing more important right now than wellness. That's all I can tell you, is our wellness, your wellness is the most important thing that you have right now, and you got to keep on strengthening it. So that means that everyone out there is thinking, how can I be healthier? How can I be healthier today? How can I be healthier going into this, you know, fall and winter season that's coming? Well, I really believe we have the solution, right? We've positioned this company into certain markets, right? We looked at the different markets. So we're in the $300 billion anti-aging market, the $121 billion skincare market, $85 billion for hair care. Can you believe it? When I first saw that, I'm like, we spent $85 billion on hair care? I'm like, yeah, I can see why. 67 billion on pet care, right? Energy, people are tired and run down. 50 billion that we're spending on energy. We want to feel better and have more energy. And then 37 billion on weight loss. Look how weight loss has shifted, right? People are more concerned about anti-aging. So anti-aging isn't just the fine lines and wrinkles, right? It's feeling younger. It's having energy to still go out and live your life the way you want to live it. And that's what our products do. They give you that back. They give you your life back. They give you your energy back. All these things. Listen, in 2017, cosmetic sales were 31% higher than wellness sales, 26% of the retail sales, right? Look, 2018, that flip-flop. Cosmetics went down to 25% and wellness went up to 32% of our sales. We buy 32%, we put our money into wellness. And wait till you see next year when we get the results for 2019 and when we get 2020. I don't know what that number is going to be, but I bet you it is skyrocketing, that number. I think we have one of the perfect models, or as close as you can get to the perfect model. Why? Because you can work from home, you can work from anywhere, just bring your computer, bring your phone. It's a virtual office. There's hardly, well, there's no inventory besides what you order for yourself to take, right? You gotta, if you're gonna talk about this product and be passionate, well, you better take it, right? And feel the, you know, the amazing results. You can share it with people. There's low entry cost to this business. It's social sharing, right? Don't you share books with people? Don't you share vacations that you go on, a new hotspot that you like? Don't you share a restaurant? It's social sharing. We have an online store. I don't carry any products. I don't deliver products. I talk to people, they're interested. I say I can send them a shopping cart. I can send them my website. And voila, they order. And you can build this around the world. We're in 20, I think it's 28 countries. I might be wrong. Something's escaping me. We're in a lot of countries around the world. I think it's 28 countries. We just added 2 more the other day. So you can talk to someone in France, you can talk to someone in Australia, you can talk to someone in Japan, you can talk to someone in England, right? Where do you have family and friends scattered all around the world, right? And you can go travel and build this business there, right? Go help them build the business and travel the world, sharing what we have our hands on. So I think it's a pretty amazing business model. Being a publicly traded company, we do have an average annual earnings disclosure. And so we can disclose what people are making, the averages, right? We go from 1 to 10. You come into the business, right? You get started, you hit Pro 1, that's 1,000 points in sales, $1,000, like just to make it easier. And then, you know, that's part-time income. From 1 to 3 is part-time income. Pro 3 is 5,000 it's sales volume going through your organization. So when you've got that 5,000 in sales volume every month going through, you're making an average of $626 a month, right? So then you start finding some people. So you're sharing, you start finding some other people that want to share it, right? Then you start building a team, right? You can't do this alone. You got to build a team to really grow it. And then you get to Pro 5, which is about 20,000 of sales a month going through your organization, your orders, your customers, the other distributors that you bring in. That's an average $3,000 a month. Just on the news the other day, they were talking about the average income is around 65,000 for Americans. 65 to 75,000 is the average income. Pro 5 and 6 is that average income. We have people that have done this part-time. They're working full-time jobs and they put in, you know, an hour a day, you know, 4 to 5 days a week, takes 6 days a week, right? Can you spare 30 minutes to an hour every day, 6 days a week? Take Sunday off, right? Go to church, spend it with your family. I'm not talking about 8 hours a day. This is part-time, right? Part-time, consistent effort, reaching out and sharing this can give you some of these results that are here. There are people right now that have 4 to 5 different part-time jobs, right? Because they can't find a full-time job. And here's something that they can do from the comfort of their home. Here's something that moms and dads can do while the kids are at the other table, right? In the dining room doing their homework, right? Doing their online schooling, right? And they have to be home with them. Here's something that you can do from the nooks and crannies of your life. And as you get more people engaged, and then those people go out and find more people, well, then you get to Pro 7, which we call our elite distributors. Pro 7 is 100,000 of sales a month going through your organization. Pro 7s are making an average of 19,000 a month. I've been doing this for 10 years now. I'm a Pro 9 in the business. And if you take a look 2 levels down, Pro 9s are earning 50,000 a month. I never thought in a million years that that could happen to someone like me. But you know, our family moved here from Brazil when I was a baby, and we had nothing, and my parents just worked really hard and taught me a good work ethic. If I wanted stuff, to go out and go get it, and to work hard, right? And that's what I've done. And I've gone out, and till today, I continue to talk to people because I know what these products can do. I know how they can help people, and I know how this business can transform lives and can help people. You know, even if it's just, I didn't start trying to make what I'm making today. I wanted to make some part-time income to get some sneakers for my son because we had gone school shopping and he wanted those $150 sneakers, and I couldn't afford those at the time. And I'm like, nope, I'm going to get you the $50 ones. And so, but that broke my heart as a mom, right? That I couldn't get him, you know, he's never asked me for something like that. And so I started this to make some part-time income, but I stuck to it. I kept sharing. I kept looking for other people that were visionary like me, other people that wanted more out of life, other people that were looking for a community, and in a community where they could fall in love with these products and share it with people. And that's what we've built. We've built this huge community, almost 100,000 people in our team, in our tribe, in our community. 90% are just customers that love these products, right? They love these products. So if you're thinking, well, how do I get involved, right? You want to get involved. Well, you start with $50. $50 buys you a starter kit, and it gets you a website, and then you pick a pack, right? You can just pick random product if you want, but if you want to save money and if you want to try all the products, then I would suggest get either a silver, gold, or platinum pack. The platinum pack is the best value, 35% savings. You're paying $12.50 for it, but it's like almost $2,000 in retail price, and you're getting all the products, right? So you can try them all, get them in your body, get your whole family using it. You can use it for samples. You can sell the product that comes in your pack also. And this is a one-time. This is buying a business. This is when we say this is the low cost entry, right? $1,000 for a business that I paid $1,000 10 years ago. I paid $1,000 to get involved in this business, and today I'm making over $50,000 every single month. So invested $1,000, right? Bought a business for $1,000, and worked it, right? And here we are 10 years later. So it's very low entry when you think of the potential and when you look at that income disclosure of what's there, right? It's incredible. Sometimes I think, people don't treat it as a business because they didn't pay all that money. Like if you're going to buy a franchise, you'd be paying a quarter of $1 million for a franchise, right? After you get the building and you get everything, right? 250 is the average, 250,000 is the average of what franchises are costing these days. And here for $1,000, you can start your own business from home, the comfort of your home, using your own computer. And then the tax expenses that you can write off, people don't even think of, all of that, the gas to go talk to someone, right? To go visit someone, the computer, right? The computer that I need. If I do presentations at home, right, I need a TV. So my TV, in just paper and pencils and training and just learning this business, books you buy, and it's an expense. Anything that's involved in this business, that's an expense to build the business. Talk to your tax attorney to get all the ins and outs of it. But it is a business, right? Just like a regular business, you have expenses. So there's things at home that you use to build this business that now you can expense. So lots of different opportunities here around this. So you're probably thinking, can I do this? Can you do this? Well, that's exactly what I asked myself. I actually told my husband, well, I'm not a salesperson. I've never sold anything because I was an HR manager. I was in HR for 20 some years. I never sold anything, but I did. I was always selling something. I was selling when I was recruiting people right into my company. When I found the right person I wanted to hire, what did I do? I sold them on the business. I sold them on the company. We're always selling something, right? So can you do this? Yes, you can do this because we have a huge support system. We have a training system. We have an easy to follow ITT system, right? How you launch, we teach you how to launch your business. We teach you how to invite and how to share this with people. And we do the presentation, right? Imagine all you have to do is go out and invite some people to come hear about this, right? And they just got on here and I'm telling them all about it, right? No attachment. It may or may not be for them. If it's not, great. They learned something and hopefully it'll help them in the future. If it is for them, then let's lock arms, right? We have regular meetings. We have regular training. Every Saturday morning we have training. So if you're like what you're hearing and you want to hear more and you want to see a training, ask whoever invited you on here to get on Saturday's training, right? Our team does Sunday night training. We have, and we have private support groups to help people and corporate events when we can get back together. We have a huge global virtual online event that we're doing October 24th and 25th, right around the corner. My goodness, it's October 1st already. Super excited for that event. It'll be motivational, inspirational, so many amazing things. Listen, our company has had so many accolades, so many things have happened in the last couple of years. We have Erin Brockovich has joined our board of directors. We've gotten the Stevie Award. We not only were on NASDAQ, but we got added to the Russell Index. We opened up in New Zealand recently. We did free shipping in 2020. So when you're on subscription, you pay no shipping costs, which I love, love, love. And this January 2020, we were able on Wall Street to ring the bell at NASDAQ. What a huge honor for our company to be asked to go there and ring the bell on NASDAQ. We sponsor the Real Salt Lake. We're in all those different countries. We give back. We go down to Mexico every year and we build homes. Hopefully we can go this year again. And we help, families helping families is, what we do. We give back to our community, and we have tons of charities that we give back to. And that is one of my passions, being able to give back and help people and just make this world a little better place. And where do you go from here? Well, where you go is, ask yourself, do you need more information? Well, whoever invited you on here, ask them, please, I need some more information. If you're ready to become a customer, then tell the person that invited you, hey, I want to get on these products right now. I want to see how I feel, right? If you're ready to join the team, then come on and let's lock arms. And, we're doing another one of these presentations tomorrow, Friday night, and we do them Monday through Friday. So join us, right? We have a lot of fun. We have a very uplifting community. We are, just like-minded people try to make this world a better place, a healthier place, and just make this world a little bit better and give back, as much as we can back to the world and make it a better place. So thank you so much for getting on tonight with me. Hopefully you've learned something, you can take it back, but please get back to the person that invited you and let them know where you stand, what your level of interest is. Appreciate you. Sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning, but we made it work. Yay! See, anybody can do this. If I can do this and mess up and everything at the beginning, anybody can do this. So it's just sharing from your heart with others and finding some like-minded people that they are out there. They're out there and they're looking, and there's someone right now on their hands and knees and praying for something to change their lives, for a little bit of extra income or something for the health. People are looking. So, and we have a solution, and it may be a good fit for them. So share away. Thank you so much and have a blessed night.